Yo, it's your boy Marcus and Morrison back with the video. Today we'll be talking about why Black Ops Cold War maps are so mid. And there's just so many ways to describe these maps. They're so different in so many ways. So we'll kind of break them all down. The ones we mostly will care about are the ranked maps. So we'll be talking about Collateral Strike, Crossroads Strike, Diesel, Apocalypse. Those are our main culprits here, but there's also Armada Strike, Miami Strike, and Satellite, but those haven't really been in the ranked playlist hardly at all. So let's go ahead and talk about Strike, right? You guys are probably hearing this like, what's, Miami Strike, Armada Strike, why are these? So these maps are ground war maps, or just big maps in Black Ops Cold War that have been cut down to small pieces so that they can play in like a normal multiplayer setting. So this is like pretty much the exact same problem that the COD community, console COD community, just had with Modern Warfare 2019, with the maps being massive, full of safe spaces, super campy, doesn't play well. So when they brought these maps back to COD Mobile, they brought back the Strike versions of the maps, which were just small cut up pieces of the normal map, right? So like they just took off all the edges of the map and just brought you the middle part of the map, and that's what you play on. So a lot of these maps play a lot better than they do like normally if you just play Crossroads. The normal Crossroads is massive and it sucks to play. You've probably played it in COD Mobile because it is a ground war map in COD Mobile. So yeah, without further ado, let's kind of dive in a little deeper here on how these maps play from a competitive perspective, because that's my main thing with this. Not just like, obviously we know a few things with every map in COD Mobile. The spawns are garbage. That's just how the spawn system works. It's just complete trash. But with the Black Ops Cold War maps, a couple of them aren't as bad. Like Diesel, I feel like the spawns are fine. APOC, I feel like the spawns are fine. They're just missing a hard point for some reason. APOC means Apocalypse, by the way. Crossroads Strike, not so much. Hardpoint spawns used to be atrocious, but they took Hardpoint out on Crossroads Strike, so I think it's better now. And yeah, Collateral Strike, it's kind of whatever. You can get off the map on Collateral Strike and kind of ruin the spawns, but for the most part, it's okay. I just think that like you spawn people out, but then you spawn parallel, and it's squad spawns, and then nobody's spawning in the back. It just doesn't make a lot of sense on that map. Anyway, let's kind of dive back in though with Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse is probably my favorite Cold War map from like a how it plays standpoint, and like that P1 to P2 rotation having the same amount of importance as it did on console back in the console COD days when it became a competitive map. There, the P1 P2 rotation, you could like stack 120 points off of it, and it's impossible to break P2 because it's impossible to get in there. There's only like 3 ways, and they're really easy to hold down. So definitely a map I really enjoy, and kind of not actually a part of why I'm saying these maps are mid. I actually think this is one of the better ones. And while we're talking about the better ones, let's talk about Diesel. I think Diesel is one of the better Cold War maps in this game. I think it plays pretty good, and it's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't feel bigger. It kind of feels like the action is very condensed towards the middle of the map, and that one outer side kind of feels like you just kind of play around that, right? Like you expect more long-range gunfights. You expect people to just kind of be like over there every once in a while. It's not necessarily, there's not ever an objective over there. Domination flags right in the middle of the map. It kind of just plays well, as you see in this gameplay. This is a TDM game, and it's not really like super campy. So let's talk about Miami Strike and Armada Strike. These are a couple of the other maps that are in the game. They're not really important, but they both are pretty just average. Both of those maps suck in reality, so they're kind of alright. Satellite, just a massive sand map, so we don't really need to discuss that either. And then Crossroads Strike. Talking about Crossroads Strike, this is like the definition of mid to me. Like, it's smaller, so people like it because it's action-packed and fast-paced, but that doesn't always mean it's a good map. I kind of treat that kind of style of map where it's like, okay, it's all right, but it's kind of like Shoot House. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I kind of think of it. Like, it's small, but it doesn't mean it's a good map. And while I definitely think Crossroads Strike's better than Shoot House, it's not necessarily the best map out there. and kind of defines what I think of like these Black Ops Cold War maps, where they're just kind of mid. They're all right. You know, there's not a couple that are pretty good, a bunch that kind of suck, and then a couple in the middle. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Marcus Borsini. I'm out. Peace.